this is actually using the microphone. Yeah. I didn't bring a clip. But I did bring other things up the ski hill. I'm up a ski hill, but it's summer, so no one's skiing. It's just beautiful. And I am surrounded by a vast expanse of largely nature. There's there's the building off ahead that has a very bright light that maybe I'll shift myself a little bit so that the pole of the ski lift can kind of protect me. I've just lit some I think it's supposed to be like an incense to repel, like a citronella incense. It's supposed to repel mosquitoes or like keep them from biting, create some sort of force field that will prevent me from getting bitten by a million mosquitoes that are currently buzzing around me, because I've stopped moving so that I can sit down and like just calmly have this little conversation. I thought I might record a podcast or a journal. I wasn't sure what. And I've had such a magical journey to this point that I thought, I should, well, many times in this whole experience, I thought I really should have this clipped on and just be walking, saying and singing all the things that I'm doing. I mean, I was thinking in my head about what I would say. I wasn't talking to myself really. But then I came out and it was so beautiful out on the meadow, on the ski hill. Because it's mostly just like there's some trees on the perimeter, but it's mostly like rock and wildflowers as far as the eye can see. I mean, not as far as the eye can see, because in the foreground, or rather, no, I guess background. I always want to put foreground as the closest to the canvas, we'll say, if you were to layer them. That to me is the foreground, which is, I know, generally wrong. I feel like that's incorrect, but that's what I feel it should be. I mean, like, so many things are inverted these days. Smoking, hoping that this will keep them away. I think when I dated Cole, my ex-husband, which I maybe will bleep out his name, when we were dating, he smoked like a chimney, and I was like, you know what, I really like you so much, but like, you smoke a lot, and I'm like not into it. And God, it took me like a long time to work up the courage to tell him that that's how I felt. And I don't think I said it so eloquently, is that I've had years to think about things, though I haven't really thought about that in a long time. And anyways, I'm running out of time because these bugs are just, whoa. I think I'm going to have to start walking. I don't think I'm going to have my like sit down, watch the moonrise kind of experience. I was thinking, I was here earlier today. I hiked part of the mountain, and that was like quite an easy little hike. And I was like, yeah, I got this. I could totally do this at night if I have a flashlight. Totally. And I walked all the way down. It was fantastic. It was a wonderful hike. And then coming back tonight, I was like, yeah, I'm going to hike up the mountain. And I kind of, there were multiple times that I stopped and thought, should I just stop here? Is this high enough? But then I saw the very tippy top, and I was like, I could watch the moon rise on the horizon, like from the top of this mountain. But I think I'm going to have to save that dream for another time, because I haven't been here at nighttime. And even though it's far closer to me than the road is at this point, it is on unfamiliar terrain. And I could guess that it's probably just as safe as the terrain that I came up here on, but I don't know that. And I haven't seen any snakes here at all. I mean, it's a mountain place. I mean, snakes are sometimes in the mountains, but not often, I don't think, and not really here, I don't think. I expected there to be some snakes, and I haven't encountered any. So I don't know what kind of. I guess there would be grass snakes, maybe. There might be garter snakes. There might be red belly snakes, but I don't. I think red belly snakes like a lower elevation. I'm not sure. I should look it up. But we had red belly snakes where I grew up, which was not too far. It was in Ontario, and we're very close to Ontario here. It is the Canadian Shield that I'm currently on. And the Canadian Shield, I don't actually know off the top of my head what part of the country it covers and what it doesn't cover, but I don't. The prairies are excluded from the Canadian Shield, but Ontario and Quebec have a lot of it. It's almost entirely it, but apparently there's like a bit of a sinkhole in Ontario, which I wonder about. Felt like a sinkhole in Ontario. I felt like I was in a sinking hole in Ontario. My poet coming out. Channeling mid-20s Nikki with mid to late 30s Nikki in my head, in mind and body and soul. Which is like pretty great, gotta be honest. I think my biggest regret of this time is that I don't have a singular witness. Like, I have many witnesses to my experience right now, but not in its entirety. I'm alone a lot of the time, and I love it because I love who I am when I'm alone. I usually love who I am when I'm with other people, sometimes not so much, but usually. But none of it is like me being just in the woods by myself. Very little beats that. But I think one of the things that would beat it would be not getting eaten by bugs. Another thing that would beat it would be to like share this version of myself with a human. But like a human that has the ability to comprehend all that is me. I want the Vulcan mind meld. I want to be able to like touch hands and suddenly you know everything. Which is kind of what I felt so many times with people. I'm like, you know everything now. You've touched. But like, I don't know how I got that knowledge or how I got that feeling of that knowledge. Whether or not it exists, it feels like it does sometimes. I want to be perpetually smoking this joint, but it's almost done. Did I say that there were so many fireflies? Did I say that yet? I really hope I did. Maybe I was leading up to it and got distracted by the bugs and a million other things. And context. God, so the context of today is that it is the strawberry full moon. I have eaten some wild strawberries and left most for whoever else would like a strawberry or 2 or 3. There are a bunch. I saw a lot of strawberries today. And part of me really wanted to just eat all of them. that is one of the things that I really wish I had been taught more explicitly, or maybe at a different, maybe I was taught, but I didn't receive the knowledge because or maybe I just didn't have the capacity to prevent myself from just gobbling up every berry I saw. I know there was a time where I recognized my consumption of berries, and so I waited. I just let the berries hang on the trees, and I just like every day would walk by them and just be like, "Are the berries still in the tree?" I don't know what kind of animal that was, but I think it was a dog. Maybe a little a petit loup. That would be so cute if I had a little wolf like sit next to me, all like calm and gentle and stuff. That would be really cute. But I would be like quite cautious of trusting being really close to a wolf because wolves have so many reasons to be mad at humans. And they eat flesh, so like, not usually flesh of humans, but like they do. They eat animals. They catch them. They eat them. It's part of life. It's what they do. Petit loup. That's how he do. Petit loup. That's how he do, petit loup. So petit loup is an adorable creature of this earth. And I want nothing more than for this petit loup to be happy. I want Monsieur Petit Loup to have his nourriture. Et j'espère qu'il mange vraiment bien ce soir. I'm not sure when they hunt. But maybe I should get out of here soon. Gotta pack up my juice, my book, and figure out what to do with this burning citronella. That I'm honestly part of me. So like it's camping gear. So then I'm like, can I trust that this is just an effective tool? It's not really that effective. I mean, I'm sure I've gotten a bunch of bug bites. Though also I saw this video today of, God, where was she from? So there was this like white, I think she was speaking English. I don't think I was like reading. No, I'm pretty sure I remember English being spoken. So white English, like millennial, we'll say, who was talking about women from like, it started with an H, and it was like beauty practices that they've been doing for like thousands of years, as long as, people have lived there in harmony with that land. And first of all, the I think it was all one woman that was like being recorded on, that she was showing like images and videos of. I think it was all the same woman, or mostly. I think there were some with like a few other people, but it was like mostly following like a singular woman. And I think I may be misunderstanding. I'm very limited in my knowledge. I'm a limited human. We all are. So help me understand. I feel like I should put that on a t-shirt. We are all limited humans. Please help me understand. But also, if I want to make t-shirts, I have to research how t-shirts are made. I have to research what is in it and what happens to the thing through the whole life cycle. I can't just, I can, it depends. We do things to our means as we can, when we can, how we can. Okay, I've got my phone in my pocket. I've got my microphone in my hand, but then I lose a hand to microphone and I lose the other hand to smoking toxins. The reason I'm smoking was because I thought that would deter hungry mosquitoes. But like, honestly, they probably, well, I would like these mosquitoes to have so much food and whatever they need, to be so happy in their lives and so satiated. They have no interest at all in me in eating my flesh. Ooh. I mean, that was a whole. They can be interested in me as a human, that's fine, but I would prefer not to be eaten. And my hands are exposed, my face is exposed. I do have a hood on, I do have long pants and socks and shoes and a sweater. And I really, I'm excited to get to the part of the path that I know well, so that I can put away not my microphone. I'll keep my microphone. Never put away the microphone. No, I'll keep the microphone. And the flashlight, I would like to be able to turn off the flashlight ASAP. Because as much as flashlights are cool, I really enjoy being out on a full moon night without any electric light. And that's nothing against the song. I actually quite like the song. In my electric light, oh my electric light. Who is it? Da, 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 da. Who does that song? Oh, this is the part I know. Okay. Good. Okay, I know exactly. I know where I am. This is the part I rushed through because I was like, there's a human. Okay, I'm switching the microphone to the flashlight hand, which I can turn this flashlight off, I think, now. But I'm also like wondering how high I should go, or should I just go back down? I'm going to turn off the flashlight. Maybe I should slowly move to let my eyes adjust. And I am just surrounded by so many fireflies. It is so beautiful, and I want these fireflies to be thriving. I feel like they're thriving. These are thriving fireflies. These are happy, dancing little fireflies. They are having the time of their fucking lives. This is like Firefly City. So this Firefly City that I'm walking through, so I've turned off my flashlight because I want to have like as little light pollution as possible, because the electric light just like makes it so much more difficult to adjust to nature and to experience this beautiful natural world without its presence. I mean, it's also beautiful to experience this beautiful natural world without or with its presence. It can be, but it's just like a couple lights at the place it doesn't need to be on. That's where it's a bit like, come on, turn it off. We don't need that light. We've got a full moon. We've got a bunch of fireflies. We've got like thousands and thousands of fireflies over these rolling hills. Like you don't know, man. Like I have been to places with fireflies and they have always been beautiful, no matter how many or what kind or where and what else is happening in the sky. The fireflies here. Certainly the most widespread. Like, I don't even know if I could estimate the width of this field. I suppose whatever the width between the ski lifts, like between each side of the ski lift. Well, there's two. Well, there's a ski lift and then there's the lights. So whatever that width is between the lights to the left if you're going down the hill, because I'm looking down the hill. Anyways, there's like probably two of those on either side of space before the tree line. And soon my things will be out of, they won't be burning. Maybe I should just try and put this out. And while I'm putting this little bit out on the rock, when I was coming up, I was singing a song that I've written, that I wrote when I was in India, when I was in a tree. I was in a tree and I wrote this song, in a tree in India, and I wrote this song in a tree. There was like a platform in the tree, like a little circular iron platform, a macham. I don't know how to pronounce it. Macham. It's almost my name. One of them. Anyways. By law, anyways. Legally. I was really hoping I would see the moon before I started walking down. I can see the big glow coming, when I look back. But I'm completely missing it on the horizon, which is the view I was really hoping to see, but then that's not what happened today. And it's fine that that's not what happened today, but also it was while today was happening. And so after the hike, I come home several hours later, and so many other hours of stories. Go walk slow. Okay, maybe I should put these are cold enough. My things that were previously lit. I mean, the joint was out a while ago, so it's fine. And the other little bit of bug deterrent, that there's still a little bit left. I don't think I want to light any more of it, and I'm kind of glad I turned it out, because I feel like I just kind of was aggravating things rather than helping things. So I want to be respectful and peaceful to roll. Yeah, I just got a bug bite on my finger. On my fingy. I've put my sweater like over a bunch of my hand, but oh god, that light. The light from the ski hill makes me have to use my flashlight, because the light from the ski hill blinds me enough that I can't really see, like it's just so in my face that I have to use the flashlight. Anyways, I know where I am now. This is a lovely path down the ski hill. during this time of year. And oh, it's like there's just so many wildflowers, there's so many little bugs, like you can hear the crickets. I could. You'll hear crickets again. I can see moths. I can see butterflies. Well, I saw lots of butterflies during the day. I'm seeing lots of moths now. I might also be seeing butterflies. Is this really this way? Okay. Oh, yeah. I remember this part now. I think. Or maybe I just went down the wrong way. Maybe the fairies have gotten me. Anyways, yes. So I was singing the song, and I was singing the song after having discovered that someone that I know, we'll say one of the relations, that I worked with briefly, and then saw a couple of other times since, but not a whole lot. And it had definitely been a few years because I've been out of Canada, and I'm like back in Montreal. Not right now. I'm out in the country, but generally I'm back in Montreal, and where I'm easily in the area, we'll say. And oh, this is quite nice. In this spot, trees are obscuring the light from the chalet, which is quite lovely. And there are so many fireflies still. I've like my flashlight's on, but I like pointed it down, and now I've like put it against my legs so that it's not flashing everybody, because right now I don't need to see where I am as urgently, because the path has opened up to being a lot more a lot wider, and I can see it better. So even without the flashlight, so I don't need it. I've turned it off now. Don't know if you caught that, if you caught the little click. I don't know if you can hear that with this microphone, because this microphone kind of like isolates sound a little bit. I'm not sure. Can you hear my feet on like the gravelly? Can you hear like the juice sloshing around in the little jar on my hip? Here. Oh, so that some of that was just the sound of to get like an authentic swish, I have to walk. Cause like ooh. Right. Anyways, so one of my relations, I discovered, I saw an announcement for a celebration of life, and I was like, celebration of whose life? And then I looked down, and I wait, which direction am I going? Is that, do I need to go that way or this way? I think I could go either way. I hear something moving. Hello? Who goes there? I'll go this way, so as to give them space. I do have a whistle just in case. I don't know if you noticed my attitude shift quite rapidly, because whatever's moving out there is quite large. Possibly a large human that's just like clumsily walking through. I don't know, maybe drunk. But could also be a deer just trying to get through and just like a bit bashful of the light, in which case I'm moving quickly away to give whatever this creature is space. But also there's like a little part of me that was like scared. Maybe a big part. But I feel pretty safe now. I feel like I'm quite far from whatever was making that sound. But like, I guess this is like berry country, so like, I don't know if there's bears here. I feel like only a small. Oh no, there's a black bear. There's a small black bear. So it's quite possible that that was a black bear. And in which case, I'm like, I don't know if I'm ready for that. I wish the black bear well. I think if it had have slowly emerged peacefully and I slowly lowered my light weapon. I guess I've been holding my light weapon a little bit too high, I think. Wait, how the fuck? How far am I? I mean, I'm nearly at the... Oh, I think I took a wrong turn because of the scary sounds. I think now I'm... I think I got a mosquito in my mouth, but I think I spit it out quickly enough that I think it's out of my mouth. I hope it survived. That was purely reflex. Anyways, I don't wish to anger any bears. There's probably some mama bears. I wonder if there's a bear clan up here. And I don't know very much. I'm a limited human. I know a little bit about a lot of things, but I don't know enough about Indigenous history. Like, I think could never know enough, you know? Yeah, I've gone way too far. I'm just walking home the long way. I'm taking the long way home tonight. Oh, right. Anyway, so songs. So early tonight I was singing. I was thinking about Feliz, who telekinesis, who went missing 3 days ago or more. But 3 days ago there was someone, I believe Feliz's sibling, brother, family was looking for Feliz, who had just like disappeared. But like there was no information. There was just like, we're looking for her, just like to let you know. And then all of a sudden today there's a celebration of life. So it sounds like perhaps they're either really jumping the gun or they are like, maybe best case scenario, staging a funeral to like bring a whole bunch of people to be like, hey, this is my thing that I want to say about Felice in this context. Um, it's tomorrow, and I'm not in Montreal, and I don't plan on going there that soon. I got it. I think from, I mean, so many. If you want to layer it, there's so many layers to why I'm not likely to make it there. So, I'm like, I mean, I really like Felice, but like, were we so attached that I like would she care if I was there? I don't know if she knows me that well. Like, I don't know what her opinion of me. I mean, I thought it was fine. I didn't think there was anything wrong. I don't like, we'd never had any sort of confrontation. I don't know. Felice, I hope you're okay. I hope you're anyway. So I mean, my approach to death is that, you know, it's sad that I can't just know you in that form anymore. Not like you were. Your body is no longer animated by you. So, and we're not really into, you know, completely recycling bodies. Oh my god, that's a sci-fi idea right there. Just like, imagine if you were just like recycling bodies, like the earth had been like, oh, I don't even want to write it, it's so dark. I'm like, I don't, Alan Moore is in my head. I'm hearing Alan Moore and about like 50 other black women just being like, we're not just black, but like connected women, but like the high proportion black. They were also Native women. They were also some white women. Well, were there? I'm sure, yeah, probably one or two. Anyways, I was thinking about how now maybe, because it's like, not, I get the perception that not that many people are active in the telepathic space. I mean, maybe more than I realize. I think always more than I realize, because like, I think it's like a certain level of frequency, and then I have an experience where I'm like, oh no, it's more common than I thought. And then I get to points where I'm like, oh yeah, everyone could do this. And then I talk to some people, I'm like, no, you can't, you don't do this. And I don't know if one can really say you can't. Just, you're not doing it now. And given how you've reacted to this, I think I can't relate. So I don't know how long it'll take you. Is that where I go? I think so. Was that a firefly or was that a rock? Right now I'm walking across the parking lot of the ski hill. And so there's like gravel everywhere. And it's lit from like the same lights that were lighting up the mountain. But from here, it's like sideways lighting. So it's just like a cross at such an angle that when I'm like walking through, all of the little bits of smaller and smaller rock and dust sparkles just like snow. Not just like snow, but it sparkles. Anyways, there was a second that I thought, was that a sparkle or was that a firefly? Because I see a bunch of fireflies still, even though I'm on the parking lot, because they're all in the cedar hedges. But not all. I was like, hey, maybe there's one here. Sometimes they fly across the road, right by my head a lot of the time, actually. And like when that happens, I'm like, are you a fairy here to take me away to a fairyland. That's what I would like to put my time towards writing, a fairyland. God, I have so many books that I want to write, and I have so many things I want to do. And sometimes I just get really immobilized by that, emotionally and sometimes physically. Because, like, how do you prioritize everything? It's like the epitome of the Gemini problem. It's the Gemini problem. What was it? How do you prioritize everything? I mean, I guess a lot of people could probably relate to that. I think that's much wider in scope than just a zodiac sign. I mean, sometimes people really like kind of play up how they can't possibly be accurate because there's just like only 12 signs. But there are some things more common than a 12th. And I guess that's elemental. Not just the TV or the movie, but is there a series? Oh, I just like stopped to look at the fireflies and the light, the layered light. I want to see the moon, but it's all covered. I didn't really like trust myself to like drive to a place to see the moon. I think I really have to just like be at a place and be able to step outside and have it be exactly that middle of the I mean, I guess I just should like get a tent together. And I mean, that's what I was thinking today. I was thinking like, oh, I should get a tent and I should go out there and camp so I can like sleep there and then wake up in the beautiful field at sunrise, right? Because it's like facing the hill is like facing sunrise. So it is kind of perfect for that time. Which would mean I would have had to be asleep a lot sooner or slept a lot later. I think there is immense value for having parents that can handle. Oh, I think that's a raccoon. I think so. Yeah, I don't know. There's fireflies out there. And whatever was in the garbage has run away. It was like kind of big. Do you think maybe it's the same animal? Could be. But this one seemed like it was on top of the garbage bin, and the sound of it could either be quite a large bear and just like the hand on the garbage, or the whole raccoon was on the top. I think the whole raccoon was on the top. I've seen a raccoon get in and out of a garbage can before. I had like one of my coworkers was on shift and there's a raccoon that went into the garbage bin. And she was like, I think that the raccoon might have been stuck inside. So she just like gently tipped it over and like let her like run away. Oh, Cheryl's such a sweet soul. Cheryl is like, or was, I don't know what Cheryl is like right now. I see pictures sometimes. It's been a while since we've reconnected, but I usually try to when I go back to golf. It's been a long time. At least 3 years. Maybe more. Maybe 4. So I definitely went before I went to London the first time. I just saw a star go out. It doesn't look like there's any clouds. And I don't think that was a firefly. It was way too high for one. I mean, like, some of the stars, they're kind of twinkly, but that star definitely just like fully went out. Some of the rocks up here kind of glowing from the light, but just like a little bit. It's kind of like a movie theater, like just little dots of glowing light on a dark road. Just pretty cool. So I guess I'll forgive the ski hill. Man, there's so many things I wanted to record. I wanted to talk about I wanted to do my podcast. That's what I wanted to do. I wanted to sit out there, tell you what I did on the way there, which I haven't even finished doing. And then oh my god, I'm super warm. But they'll eat me alive. Well, they might not over here. There doesn't seem to be as much bugs on the road. What if that's like why cars are made the way they are? They're like, let's create enough exhaust so we don't get bugs. Let's create enough smoke. Just ward them away. I mean, a fire burns down to coals. I just realized my last name, the last name of my dad's biological mother. So one of my last names, I consider that, is La Flamme. So in a way, I am the light. I am the flame. I was married to coal. Oh, that's a good intro to like a big epic song. I think I'm gonna stop this because I'm like, now that I'm in civilization, I feel it's like late. I feel like on Monday. So that changes what I can do on the full moon. Or what I feel comfortable doing. You know, there's people at work, there's families, there's, you know, not everyone's observing the full moon the way I am. I'm not even observing it yet. I'm trying to. But it hasn't become visible yet.